Well, the Bead Diggers ran 10 plays, all on the ground, 77 yards in 4 minutes and 49 seconds. Off left tackle, off right tackle, a couple of options. They mixed it up nicely on the ground. Tyler Booth scored from 2 yards out. Extra point was good. We're deadlocked at 7 with 16 minutes and 26 seconds left of regulation football. That means we've got 4:26 to go in the third, and Maltos to kick it off. Sean Klinke back to receive, along with Thomas Lambert. It's an onside kick. The ball is loose, and do the Bead Diggers have it? They do! It's recovered by the Bead Diggers at the 45-yard line of Holy Family. Kaba! Daniel Rubalcaba recovers the fumble.
Well, it's so exciting to see that new kickoff that they're using this year because, like we said before, they're bunched up on both sides of the kicker. And the time before, Maltos kicked it kind of short. It was a high end-over-end kick. And then this time he kind of comes up and he makes it look like he's going to do the same thing, but he kicked a perfect onside right down the middle of the field. The ball bounced just right. It took a big hop at the 10-yard mark, and Rubalcaba recovered it.
Yeah, and it bounced off a Tiger, so I said fumble, but it was just recovering the football. So 1st and 10 for the Bead Diggers at the Holy Family 42. How about run some more? It was successful on the previous drive, and Maltos this time. Play action, looking to throw, lobs it deep down the right sideline. A man is out there, complete to Brad Bass at the 10 to 5, inside the 5 to around the 2, maybe the 1-yard line. Holy Mahungus, and Maltos took a shot, or check that Rubalcaba took a shot, but the Bead Diggers come up with a huge play of close to 40 yards. We will call it 39 yards on the connection from Maltos to Bass.
And Bass just did a great job of concentrating on that football. I don't know how he caught it. The Holy Family quarterback jumped up in the air, and he was making a play on it. I just can't see how Brad was able to keep his concentration and pull that thing down.
Well, the Bead Diggers had a long drive. This could be a very short drive. 39 yards on one play, and they've taken up 8 seconds of game time. Boy, what a fantastic call. But, you know, Dave, I mean, quite frankly, the drive they had on the ground opened enough for that play.
Yeah, it sure did. Holy Family had to respect the run. I'm worried about Rubalcaba. He left the field.
1st down and goal from the 3-yard line. Baxter and I, and Maltos is going to hand it off to the first back, and that's Isaac Brost. And I don't think he got a yard at all. Maybe a yard, we'll see, stacked up by the middle of that Holy Family defensive line. We'll give him 1 to the 2, and it's 2nd down and goal from there inside of 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. We are tied at 7, and just like that, the Bead Diggers are 2+ yards away. Well, maybe it's back at the 3. Boy, I mean, one official is lining up one way. Yeah, they're calling it at the 3, so officially we'll mark it 2nd and goal just inside the 3. Maltos under center. On the bootleg, running left, plenty of room. He's going to run into the end zone easily for a Brush Bead Digger touchdown. The Bead Diggers now lead the Holy Family Tigers 13-7. Maltos scores from 3 yards away.
Everybody on the Holy Family defense was watching the fullback and the halfback. Both of them made good fakes. They had a good, Brush did a good job with their guard on the left side, pulling out there, making the block for Maltos, and nobody was within 5 yards of Maltos. He could have walked into the end zone.
Now the extra point to be attempted by Arturo Maltos. Perfect snap. That kick is up, and the Bead Diggers now lead 14-7 with 3:32 to go. You're listening to Brush Bead Digger Football on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Oh, not often you see this, but the Bead Diggers followed up a 4-minute and 49-second drive with a 50-second drive, 3 plays. 42 yards. Arturo Maltos scores from 3 yards away on the bootleg, but the big play was the first play of that drive following the recovery of the onside kick, a 39-yard pass from Maltos to Brad Bass along the far sideline.
The Diggers gamblers enough to try another onside kick right here.
Maltos will kick it off high and short. It lands at the 26-yard line, headed out of bounds. It does go out of bounds. The Holy Family will start in excellent field position. And, Dave, the good news is that Daniel Rubalcaba was out on the field for that play, so apparently he is okay.
When he left the field, he was kind of holding his stomach, so maybe he just got the wind knocked out of him. I saw him over there on the sideline as the Diggers were scoring. I saw him with his helmet off and getting a drink of water. So he's back out there right now in his left defensive end position.
Holy Family will start off at the 35-yard line. trailing now 14-7, thanks to two consecutive Brush Beet Digger drives. One that went for 77 yards, the other for 42 yards. Sean Klinke is the deep setback on 1st and 10 from the 35. The quarterback, Gonzalez, will hand it off to Klinke, running across the left side of the 40. Then he's dragged down at around the 41. Will sit kind of odd. Looked like he grabbed him and made the tackle, and if he doesn't, Klinke would have had a first down. It is a gain of 6, though, for the running back, Sean Klinke.
They like to open up, running over to the left side. Same play they opened up last time when they started their drive.
From the 41-yard line, inside of 3 minutes to go in the third. Brush 14, Holy Family 7. And on 2nd down and 4, Gonzalez with a back split. Back to throw, throwing to his right. The pass is caught by Lopez. He jukes the defender. He's got a first down across the 45 to around the 47-yard line, picking up 6 on the play. Brad Bass was there, but could not make the play. Unfortunately for him, he had teammates around him who were able to bring the receiver Lopez down to the ground.
That takes Gonzalez to 53 yards tonight on 9 passing attempts.
1st and 10 for Holy Family at their own 47. Boy, they waste no time. It's not a no-huddle offense, but it's close to it. Lining up on that right hash mark. From the 47, Gonzalez rolling to his left. Back to pass. Sets. Throws. That pass is incomplete. A receiver out there at around the 30-yard line. I believe that was Welder. But the ball was well short and well defended out there by Shea Hansen. So a rare time in this quarter where the clock is actually stopped. With 2:30 to go. Well, Dave, what did we say last year and the year before that maybe the Beet Diggers are a second-half team? Even last week, they were down 8-0, and it was a 0-0 second half. Well, they're a second-half team tonight, no doubt. On 2nd down and 10, there's the handoff to Nadeau. He is stood up by Tyler Booth after picking up a yard, maybe 2. They'll give him just 1 to around the 48-yard line, but the Beet Digger linebacker was true to the test.
Think about this game last year in the playoffs. They would come down here and Brush spots them 21 points in the first quarter, and then come back and made a huge game. They were even in the lead there towards the end of the game. So
that's right. It was 36-35 with 9.5 to go. But again, that Holy Family offense was so good that the Beet Diggers were unable to stop them. And let's see, do we have a timeout? We have an official's timeout. Tyler Booth apparently with an equipment issue, and he's off the field. 3rd down and 9 for Holy Family at their own 48-yard line. With 1:48 to go in the third, Gonzalez looking to throw. Steps, throws it underneath. That is complete, but well short of a first down at the 47-yard line. A gain of 8, and it was caught by Sean Klinke. I believe Montos made that tackle. Very, very solid defensive play for Brush.
You bet it was.
Thomas Lambert now to punt. So the Beet Diggers should begin the fourth quarter with a football because there's only 1:20 to go. Perfect snap, heavy rush, gets it off. The deep man, Joe Rosenbrock, will let it bounce inside the 15, down to the 11, and that's where the Beet Diggers take over with 1:11 to go in the third quarter, leading 14-7.
You can tell Joe's kind of sad he didn't pick that thing up and maybe run with it. He let it bounce, and I think he thought maybe some of the Holy Family kids were a little bit closer, but he clapped his hand when the play was over. You could tell he was wishing he would have ran it.
Well, your one-stop shop for all of your banking and investment needs, from checking to savings to IRAs, is Morgan Federal Bank, 321 Ensign Street. Morgan Federal Bank, there's a difference. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. And welcome home to your hometown grocery store, featuring Morgan County's largest variety. That's the Brush Grocery Cart. 1st and 10 for the Beet Diggers at their own 11-yard line. He cannot make a mistake right now. There's the handoff to Booth right up the middle, and he plows his way to the 15-yard line. I tell you what, Dave, he was hit at around the 12 or 13, but Booth is so strong that he actually used his back in order to gain 2 more yards.
Yeah, he's kind of running straight up and down, but the one thing that he's doing is keeping his feet driving. Like you said, he turned his back towards the direction he was trying to run, but he just kept, it's like he was backpedaling, like he was pushing the pickup.
2nd down and 6 to go. The Beet Diggers leading by 7 at their own 15-yard line. Brost and Booth in an eye in the backfield. Maltos will hand it off to Brost, and he's plugged up after a short gain, maybe of 2, to the 17-yard line. Well, the beauty here is that the Beet Diggers can wait until the fourth quarter to run their next play and think about what they want to do. It'll be 3rd and a short 4, and that's exactly what they'll do. The Beet Diggers outscore Holy Family 14-0 in the third quarter at the end of 3. Brush 14, Holy Family 7 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.